What's up, pack? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Cybwolf, and I normally tell you we've got a big week of gaming news, but honestly, calling this a week undersells it. August 2026 might be the single busiest month of gaming news all year, and I'm not exaggerating. We've got a confirmed release date for GTA 6, a brand new Wolverine trailer straight from D23, Gamescom kicking off in less than 2 weeks with an insane lineup, a full shooter corner with Battlefield, Call of Duty and 2 different alien killing games, a horror corner packed with nightmare fuel, Nintendo still printing out money, and a rapid fire run through basically every other major release hitting this month because there is a lot of them. And real quick before we dive in, this is actually a new video style for the channel. I normally pick 3 video games for the week to highlight in my 3 uploads, but instead I'm going to start making bigger format videos covering more different games because you want more. Let me know in the comments if this works because everything in one place news episodes hopefully will continue going forward. Same energy, same pack vibes, just more ground covered in one single sitting. So settle in, pack, this one's a long one. Grab a drink, get comfortable and let's get into it. Before we do, make sure you howl at that subscribe button and join the pack. We're going fast, I don't want you to miss what's coming next. Let's start with the one you've all been waiting for, GTA 6 and pack. We don't have to speculate anymore because Rockstar just confirmed it. The extended look, what everyone's been calling Trailer 3, drops on August the 27th. But here's the twist though, it's not premiering on YouTube first. Rockstar's partnering with Netflix for this one. It is their first August the 27th at 8 PM UK time, and then it hits Rockstar's own YouTube channel and the official GTA 6 website 6 hours later. That's 2 AM UK. So realistically, you want to catch it on Netflix rather than staying up for the YouTube drop. That's a generally unusual marketing move for Rockstar, and it tells you they want this thing to hit as many eyeballs as humanly possible on day one. For context on why this date matters, Take-Two's investor call was August the 7th, and that's when the fan theory really caught fire. People noticed back-end changes on GTA 6 website, insiders called hinting at a fair bit of GTA 6 news coming in August. And sure enough, Rockstar delivered. This is expected to be our first real gameplay focused look at the game, not just cinematic vibe like the first 2 trailers. And remember, pre-orders have been live for weeks now. Over here in the UK, the standard edition is $69.99 and the ultimate edition is $89.99, and the ultimate edition is still the best selling version, so you guys clearly don't care about your wallets or had enough time to save. Rockstar's basically just taking our money at this point, and we're saying thank you.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
GTA 6 is still on track for November the 19th on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. No PC date yet, so hold on to that rage for a little bit longer if you're a PC player. Mark August the 27th down, pack. When this drops, the internet is going to go down again. Speaking of breaking things,
let me introduce mutant kind's extinction.
Not today, Bob.
Marvel Wolverine just dropped a brand new sizzle reel at D23, and Insomniac was not playing around. In under a minute, we get Sentinels, Omega Red, Sabretooth, Mystique, The Hand, all going up against Logan, Jean Grey and the rest of Team X. That's a stacked villain roster to cram into 42 seconds. Story-wise, Logan on the hunt for answers about a dark chapter of his past, and that search is taking him to Madripoor, the frozen wilderness of Canada and the narrow streets of Tokyo. There's even a hub area in Madripoor called the Princess Bar, where you'll be able to hang out with Mystique, Sabretooth and Jean Grey between missions. And here's a fun casting detail. Troy Baker is playing Nathaniel Essex, aka Mr. Sinister, in the comics, and Kelly Hu, who played Lady Deathstrike in X2 back in the day, is voicing Deathstrike here too. Nice bit of continuity for the comic book nerds in the pack.
You with me.
It's launching September the 15th exclusively on PlayStation 5. I don't know about you, but I am ready to fight with those claws and go to work. Okay, Pack, quick detour because the next thing is honestly bigger than any single trailer. Gamescom 2026, and if you don't know Gamescom, it's basically the biggest gaming expo on the planet. Bigger than E3 ever was, and is happening August the 26th through to the 30th in Germany. Handy for us this time, as Germany is only an hour ahead of the UK, so no setting alarms for 2 AM at this time round. Opening night live, hosted by Jeff Keighley, kicks things off on August the 25th at 7 PM UK time, and the confirmed lineup already includes Final Fantasy Revelations, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Songs of the Past, Metro 2039, Silent Hill Townfall, Tides of Annihilation, Game of Thrones War of Westeros, Aeon 2 and more. That's before we even talk about the show floor. Xbox is going all in this year, celebrating 25 years of the brand with their biggest presence of the summer. 140 playable stations across 25 upcoming games, including first public hands-on of Gears of War E-Days campaign and a live demo of Fable. Nintendo's coming back with 9 playable titles, and on the third-party side we're expecting hands-on time with Alien Isolation 2, Persona 4, Revival, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, and The Blood of the Dawnwalker. So yes, this is going to completely reset the news cycle the same week as GTA 6 reveal and the Xbox PlayStation crossover news I'll get to in a bit. Late August is about to be an absolute chaos zone for gaming news, and I'll be covering every bit of it, so make sure you are subscribed for that. Alright, since half of you are here for shooters, let's talk Shooter Corner.
All squads, advance by sector and secure the AO. Enemy positions are cleared for engagement. We have air support ready to assist. Let's move.
First up, Battlefield 6, Wake Island, one of the most iconic maps in the entire franchise history, is officially coming back on August 18th. It's launching alongside the game's 4th season, and get this, there's a Top Gun crossover tied into the same update. DICE has clearly been listening to the "we need bigger maps with more room to breathe" feedback too, because more large-scale locations are confirmed to be on its way. If you've bounced off Battlefield 6 at launch because it felt a little tight, this update might be the one that pulls you back in. If you'd rather shoot something that isn't human, Alien Fireteam Elite 2 launches August the 25th on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Up to 4 players fighting as Marines against the Xenomorph swarms. Same formula as the first game, but with a deeper class system and a fully customizable specialist role this time. If you and your squad like the original, this is a straightforward day one buy. Keep an eye on in the UK storefronts closer to release for the exact price. If you want more information on this game, go and check out my latest videos. And rounded out the month, Serious Sam Shatterverse hits PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox on August the 31st. If you want big, dumb, loud, over-the-top shooting with zero pretense, that franchise has never let anybody down. Quick word on the ongoing Call of Duty vs Battlefield Saga 2, because it's actually been a wild year. Battlefield 6 came out swinging as the best-selling game of 2026 for a stretch, but Black Ops 7 clawed the top spot back on console players count early in the year. It's generally been back and forth all year, so if you're into that rivalry, it's still very much alive going into the fall. Alright Pack, so you know this segment has to happen. August is absolutely stacked for horror, so let's dig in. First up, The Sinking City 2 from Frogwares. This one launches August the 18th on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and it's going full survival horror this time.
I severed my eyes from the nerve, and as they died in their sockets, I introduced the slither. Now, alien and arcane worlds of old sing to me from the page. As a translator, it has been absolutely...
No, what is this? What are you up to?
You're playing occultist Calvin Raftery, exploring drowned, decaying 1920s Arkham that's been swallowed by a supernatural flood, fighting off actual Lovecraftian horrors instead of just doing detective work puzzles like the first game. Resource lean, tense, Resident Evil style pacing. There's already a demo live on Steam if you want to test the waters first, pun intended. 2 days later, on August the 20th, Mortal Shell 2 finally releases on PC, PlayStation 5 on Xbox, a Soul-like sequel dropping almost 6 years after the original launch back in 2020. Cold Symmetry went bigger this time, 8 playable shells, over 60 dungeons, and a compact, interconnected open world with faster, unrestricted combat. No more stamina bar choking you out mid-fight either. If psychological horror is more your speed, Nightmare Shift already dropped on August the 13th on PlayStation 5, Xbox and PC, sitting at a nice budget-friendly price too. It's a walking sim meets puzzle game where you play Emma working on a night shift at an isolated motel, and let's just say the daily routine gets a lot more sinister the deeper you go. And keep an eye out for Creepshow, the anthology horror game based on the AMC series from the team behind The Mortuary Assistant. It's confirmed for an August release, exact date still to be announced, but if you like self-contained tales of dread with a dark comic book twist, this one's worth the wishlist. So Pack, which one's got your attention? The Lovecraftian dread of Sinking City 2 or the soul-like punishment of Mortal Shell 2? Let me know down in the comments. Moving over to the House of Mario, or should I say the House of Pokemon Poketopia. Nintendo just announced that this game has already cleared 5 million units on the Switch 2. 5 million, and if you're already playing, the Bubbly Basin DLC just dropped a few days ago. We finally have the dive mechanic back, and exploring the ocean floor on Switch 2 looks absolutely stunning. If you haven't jumped back in yet, what are you even doing? And for my strategy fans, Fire Emblem Fortune Weave is looking like a beast. The recent direct showed off mouse control support. Yes, you heard that right, a multi-protagonist structure that dials the 3 houses formula up to 11. Mark your calendars for September the 17th because the heroic games are coming. And the Switch 2's port library keeps growing too. Liza P Complete Edition launching digitally this month, bundling the base game with every DLC and post-launch update. There's also a physical version that follows on October the 2nd if you are a shelf collector. And Elden Ring Tarnished Edition lands on Switch 2 on August the 28th. So if you somehow still haven't played one of the best games of the decade, Nintendo's giving you zero excuses now. Okay Pat, we've covered the headliners, but August has so much more going on. Let's rapid fire through the rest of the month so you don't miss anything. Beast of Reincarnation dropped August the 4th. This is Game Freak, yes, that Game Freak, stepping way outside the Pokemon box with a sci-fi action title that mixes real-time and turn-based combat with genuinely cinematic presentation. If you've been sleeping on it because of the name attached, don't.
I am itching for a fight. For Earth's sake, I hope you don't disappoint.
The Earth is not a toy for you to play with.
Say your prayers!
Doom is no one's entertainment.
Let's finish this quick. I've taken down more tyrants than I can count. You're next, Chip.
Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls launched August the 6th on PlayStation 5 and PC, a 4v4 tag team fighter from Arc System Works, the studio behind Guilty Gear. 20 characters at launch split across 5 teams, ranked online play, a 5-chapter story campaign, and honestly the animation work is gorgeous. Wolverine even gets a costume made exclusively for this game by Insomniac. Phoenix Cyclops is already confirmed as the first DLC character for this fall. Quick note on that one for anyone who preloaded, because it launched off a US midnight release. That meant the game actually unlocked mid-afternoon in the UK time on the 6th. So if you were up at midnight our time wondering where it was, that's why. Mafia: The Old Country just dropped its Man of Honor expansion with 2 brand new story chapters. If you own the Detective Edition, check your library, you might have a free upgrade waiting for you. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 arrives August the 27th across basically every platform. PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox, Switch, Switch 2. Star Wars Zero Company also lands August 27th, tactical sci-fi strategy set in Star Wars universe for players who want their galaxy far, far away with a bit more brainpower involved than blasting stormtroopers. And Resonance: A Plague Tale Legacy, also releasing August the 27th, sets a new story 15 years before the event of the original A Plague Tale. Same universe, a new Nightmare with the Rats. That's on top of Hell Lets Loose, Vietnam, Big Walk from the United Goose Game developer, and Grounded 2 hitting PlayStation 5 in early access alongside its Into the Abyss update. Generally, pack, I don't think I've seen a month this stat with this amount of variety in a long time. Action, horror, fighting games, tactics, co-op chaos, it's all here. Last one before we wrap, and it might be the biggest platform story of the whole month. Helldivers 2 is officially launching on Xbox Series X and S on August the 26th. Same day Gamescom's show floor opens, so that's a proper busy Wednesday for gaming news. This is confirmed, not a rumour. The first time Sony has brought one of their big live service hits over to Xbox like this. And it's not a one-off either. There's a Sony job listing that literally describes shaping and executing a global commercial strategy for PlayStation Studio software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware, specifically naming Xbox, Nintendo, Steam, and Epic. So whether you want to call this the end of an era or the start of a smarter one for console exclusivity, it's happening, and it's happening fast. Xbox also pushed a system update with 6 new features recently, so go check your settings while you're at it. Between this and the Gamescom platform news I mentioned earlier, the whole console war conversation is generally shifting shape in real time. Let me know what you think about this cross-platform stuff in the comments. Is it good for gamers or bad for what makes each console special? That pack is basically the entire month of gaming news crammed into one video, and honestly, we're only halfway through August. Between the GTA 6 extended look, Gamescom, Wolverine, and this generally wild Helldivers 2 move, the back half of this month might top everything I just told you. Let me know what's got you most hyped. The GTA 6 extended look on the 27th, diving into the Horror Corner lineup, or are you already locked into Shooter Corner with Battlefield and the Aliens? Drop it in the comments, I read every one of them. Subscribe if you're not already part of the pack, and I'll see you in the next one.